What is up, YouTube? We back at it with another video. Thank you for coming back if you are a returning viewer, and if you're a new viewer, appreciate you for coming in. Today we're talking basketball. We're talking MLB. Maybe we throw in some college football later today. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna try to speed run this video just because games start at 5 today, so it's a little bit earlier of a slate. So I'm going to go on a quick review of what happened yesterday, which we had a decent day yesterday. It wasn't my best day out here. Some people sold in the very, very last seconds, and it was devastating. But hey, what could you do? At the end of the day, this is the beginning of the season. So honestly, to be able to get a majority of these props right and some of these leans on the money line and spreads is honestly very encouraging for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy and humbled to be able to put together these decent lays right now. And if you take them separate, bro, it makes it a lot easier. Today I have a lot less legs because I'm only going with certain players today. I like the lines for certain players and how they're laying them. So I'm going to stick with what I've been seeing on these boards with these certain players, and I'll go over that. But let's go over a quick recap of what happened yesterday. The biggest L for me yesterday was definitely that Pacers game. Not with the props, but with that lean of Pacers plus 10. Jesus, they got smoked. All right, and so let's start with the first game. Maxey, 20-plus points. Check that off. Easy, 25-plus. I don't think he cleared that. Let me double-check. Maybe he did. I really stopped watching after he got to 20. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's see. Nope, he had 24. So the 25 didn't clear, but the 20 points, which was my main play, did clear. I didn't put the 25 up just because I had a little respect for the Raptors. They actually, like I said in the video, they play them pretty well. So that's why I didn't want to take a point spread. I did lean towards 76ers money line, but I didn't take it just because, like I said, Toronto plays them well, and they did play them well, and they won the game. Scotty Barnes, 5-plus boards, cleared easy. And so if you took those two, 20-plus, plus 5-plus boards, that was a minus 450 play by itself, which is not something you would really want to play. I'm going to be honest with you. You wouldn't want to play that by itself. You would have to group that with something like this. LaMelo, 15-plus points or 20. You could have went with either. And Trae Young, 20-plus points or 25. I don't know if Trae Young finished with 25, like I said. See, what I do with basketball, because I'm not going to watch all these games, which he did. He finished with 38. Wow. Trae Young is having himself a season, huh? Trae Young clears both of those. LaMelo clears both of these. So if you would have took the latter and the higher 25 and 20, you would have cashed out big time. Okay, so you would have had some good amount of cash, good amount of odds. And the lean Hornets 11.5 clear with the ease. Pistons versus Cavs. This one was my biggest L of the day, and it hurt me desperately. It killed me. It killed all my slips because I really, really love Donovan Mitchell. He was so good for me in fantasy last year until he got hurt. And this year, he's just not starting as hot as he usually does. It's kind of disappointing. But Mitchell had 19 points. Last play of the game. Step back three. Air ball. Disgusting. But it happens. Listen, we had an opportunity at the end of the game multiple times for him to get that 20 points. And he didn't. And it happens like that sometimes. To me, I'm not even mad about that because that's how close we were. We were literally 1 point in that fourth quarter away from clearing that. And it's all good, bro, because we're in the beginning of the season. To get this close is good enough for me. Because as soon as we have that data after the first 2 weeks, I promise you it's going to be even easier to gauge these lines. So it's great that we're able to do this right now. So let's get right to the last couple legs. Let's try to speed run this because I'm only going to try to make this a 15-minute video because we do have to discuss the picks today. But let's get right into it. Brunson, 20-plus points, clear with the quickness. Siakam, 10-plus points. I took the ladder on him, which killed my slips. I took him for 15 on one slip. He ended up with 12. But it's all good because I didn't give you that 15. So I'm happy because I didn't give y'all that play. And y'all, hopefully y'all cashed out on this and didn't take the lean because the Pacers got completely mollywopped by these Knicks. But all the props cleared easily. Bulls versus Bucks. This one kind of shocked me too. Zach LaVine had himself a day, 15-plus points easy. You could have took the 20-plus, I believe. Giannis had himself a day, 20-plus points easy. And then I had a lean. I didn't put it in here, but I put it in my Discord, which if you want to join my Discord, it is a $10 entry fee, but one-time fee. And honestly, if we do reach the goal of reaching YouTube partner, we'll do a whole month of the Discord free. So hopefully we do reach partner and are able to do that, and you guys will have free access to the Discord for a whole month. And you won't have a charge after that. It'll be free the whole month. Anybody who gets in is free for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lifetime free thing. You won't get charged after the fact. But yeah, this was horrible, man. The Bucks lost, but it's all good. Let's get to the next couple games that happened. Ja Morant and Jalen Green ladder. Okay, 15 plus for Jalen Green, 20 plus, 15 for Ja, 20 plus. The only thing that happened in this game, which pisses me off, is that the Rockets actually played like how the Rockets should play against somebody or some team that only has a star like Morant there. This is what they should have done against the Hornets. If they would have done this against the Hornets, brother, I'll be in Cancun right now, okay? That was a $5,000 day ruined by them. But it's all good. I'm not angry at it. Maybe a little bit angry, but it's all good. Rockets were my sleeper team of the year, and they are going to do their thing this year. I'm telling you, playoffs is easy for them. I'm pretty sure they're going to make that playoff spot easily. So I like the Rockets this year. And this cleared easily. The props, the Grizzlies lean, they got smoked in the second half. So that didn't happen. And now the Kevin Durant ladder, 15 plus, 20 plus, 4 rebounds, or in the 5 rebounds. The 5 rebounds didn't clear. The 4 did, 15 and 20. I'm pretty sure he hit the ladder. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check. I just got to make sure he hit the ladder. If he didn't, it's all good, because if you took, yes, he did. Holy shit, 30 points. Kevin Durant, you're the GOAT. So we're going to go over the slip today. We're going to go over the picks today. It's a pretty good slate, man. It's a lot of good matchups that we've seen before, and a lot of matchups that are favorable to certain players. So this is something that I've looked at since last night, and I'm very excited for today. So let's get right into it. All right, my full slate today. Clippers, Nuggets, Heat versus Hornets, Thunder, Bulls, Magic, Grizzlies. I got some for Rockets, Spurs, Mavs, Suns, and Kings and Lakers. All these matchups are very, 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 very lovely to me. I love them. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's get physical, and let's start with Clippers and Nuggets. 5 p.m., early game, and honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good game. It should be a good game, and honestly feel like it's going to be a more competitive game than what a lot of people assume. I think the Nuggets are taking a little bit of a downward turn in their team just because they're losing a lot of good role players like Bruce Brown 2 years ago, KCP this year. They're losing that team that won that championship. They're slowly dissipating, slowly going away. They still have that starting 5 in Porter, Jokic, Gordon, Murray. And I mean, you can add Braun to that, Christian Braun, but he's a 50-50 to me. But all their role players, KCP, Bruce Brown, all these guys that, you know, contributed in a big way are gone. So it's going to be a closer game. But I'm not betting on the money line or spreads today. Today I'm staying away from that completely. I'm betting solely player props. So let's get right into it. James Harden is the first player prop I like, and I actually love this player prop. James Harden over 15 plus or 20 plus points right now is not juiced for whatever reason. Kawhi Leonard's out. Paul George got traded. He's their number one option to score. If he doesn't score, this game will get out of hand really fast. If James Harden does not play like James Harden is capable of playing, and which is 20 to 30 points a game, we are not going to be seeing a competitive game today. We're going to see a blowout. It's going to be one-sided, and it's going to be a disgusting game to watch. But I expect James Harden to show up. I expect him to play well. And that's just my take on it. I think James Harden gets his 15 or 20 plus points. I'm taking only the 15 because it's juiced, but when you group it with a couple things, you can get a good amount of odds. You get some good odds. I like Michael Porter Jr. today for 10 plus points. That's my main plays, is the point plays. I like Michael Porter Jr. to get those 10 points. He takes about 10 to 15 shots a game on average. So the lowest he takes is 10 shots a game. But he is the Nuggets right now, in my eyes, third scorer, and it could go up to second scorer depending on how Jamal Murray plays this season. But Michael Porter Jr. is really that guy. He's a really good player. He's been a great player since high school. Was a top 5 prospect. I'm pretty sure he was number 1 prospect in the world coming into the league, and then he got that injury. And ever since then, I feel like he should definitely, in any other team, he'd be their number 1 or number 2 option. But on this Nuggets team, you already got those 2 All-Stars, so he is the number 3. But I definitely see him getting 10-plus points. And my leans for today is Porter Jr. getting 4-plus boards, Aaron Gordon getting 4-plus boards, Nuggets money line, and Jokic to get a double-double, whether it is assists or rebounds, or honestly, I could even see a triple-double. That's a lean for today. I think Jokic could get a triple-double. The Clippers are a little bit small down there. I think they have Zubac. That's pretty much it. And I don't know if they still do. They still have Mason Plumlee? I don't fucking know. But all I know is that they're not as deep as the Nuggets right now. But this one might be a close game if James Harden really does what James Harden is capable of doing. And that's being a scorer and being a facilitator. So if James Harden plays the way I think he can, the way he played in the first game, we can definitely see a good competitive game. But we'll see. Next game, I'm going for Heat versus Hornets. And boy, oh boy, did the Heat look horrible opening night. I would not put money behind them right now. I would wait till halfway through the season. That seems like when the Heat like to start playing basketball. Jimmy Butler was acting like he was going to play good this season. First game, 3 points, triple single. Shout out to Jimmy. He's looking like a good Draymond Green out there. Let's get right into it, though. I'm not picking any Heat players, as you can see. And I only have one lean on today. And my only pick for today, the only pick for this Heat and Hornets game is LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball should be the only line you're looking at today. You shouldn't look at any of the Heat lines. Even if they hit today, even if Jimmy Butler scores 30 points today, Bam Adebayo 20 rebounds, 20 points, gets crazy double-double, even if that happens, do not take the Heat lines. Do not touch them. Let them be. Let them slowly show you what their team is going to be, because right now they have no identity. So we have to see where they're going to go with this. They have barely any three-point shooting. Their defense will always be pretty decent, pretty solid, but when you don't have scoring in the NBA, there's not much you can do. So LaMelo Ball, 15-plus points or 20-plus. I don't see anybody stopping LaMelo getting what he wants. Unless you put Jimmy Butler on him for a whole 48 minutes, it's not going to happen. LaMelo is on a mission this year to make that All-Star team and to get that bag, man. I'm pretty sure he's already got that Brinks trucks backed up, but LaMelo Ball is looking for that All-Star slot this year, and he's looking to make the Hornets fucking better than they were last year, and they definitely can. LaMelo is a hooper, man. He has been a hooper since Chino Hills. So if you know LaMelo Ball, if you've seen him last year before he got hurt, 15-plus or 20-plus points is extremely low. He's getting 25 to 30 easily. His shot is falling like nothing right now, and they're at home. Give me LaMelo 15-plus or 20-plus, and my lean for today is Hornets plus 13. I believe they keep it within that spread. I believe that they can low-key beat the Heat. Just like yesterday, I felt like they had an opportunity to still beat the Hawks, but they kept it competitive and close because of LaMelo Ball. There's nobody back there in Miami that's going to be able to stop him. Terry Rozier is not going to be able to stop him. Tyler Hero will definitely not be able to stop LaMelo. And like I said, if you play Jimmy Butler 48 minutes and throw him on there, yeah, LaMelo will probably score less, but I think he still clears 15 easy. Let's get to the Thunder versus Bulls. Zach LaVine, man. Zach LaVine, I don't know why in this world they would have his line so low and make it so easy for people like me who've been watching basketball, watching Zach LaVine hoop since Minnesota. It's just funny. It's hilarious. That's why I love basketball. And I love how Vegas just kind of just ignores it, I guess. Zach LaVine, 15-plus points or 20-plus against the Thunder. Zach LaVine, I think he did play for the Thunder at some point, didn't he? Like, for like a brief moment. I think he did. Let me check. Let me double check. Let me fact check that. Zach LaVine, Thunder. He did. And then he was traded to Chicago from the Thunder. That's funny. And that's great. And that makes this pick even easier for me. Zach LaVine, 15-plus points or 20-plus points at home for the Bulls. This is their number one option. Number two would be Kobe White in my eyes, especially with Lonzo Ball being, a 50-50 play every time, every game. You don't know if he's going to play or not. Zach LaVine, 15-plus or 20-plus points, easily clears that. Zach LaVine is a hell of a player, all-star caliber player. And to have his line at 20 even right now on the boards, you can snag that right now. You can snag. Okay, look, there's 3 players I feel like you can snag right now, just their straight line on the board. Zach LaVine, James Harden, and LaMelo Ball. And there's another one, Ja Morant. Wait, one more, Jalen Green. Snipe those, clear those. Those guys are dropping their line easily. If they have them at 20, take them. If they have them at 21, take them. If they have them anything higher than that, 25 to 30, don't take it. Or 25 to 29, because they don't usually put 30, do not take it. But obviously, they're not going to have their lines that high because I don't know why. Vegas just doesn't believe in these guys. But I can tell you one thing. Hoopers hoop. That's all I got to say, man. Ja Morant is a hooper, bro. Zach LaVine is a hooper. LaMelo is a hooper. James Harden is a hooper. And Jalen Green, certified hoopers, certified buckets. If you watch basketball, if you watch these guys play, even when they go cold, as soon as they hit their first shot, you can guarantee 15 more points is coming. 15 to 20 more points are coming. They are that lights out. But after that tangent, let's get right into it. Let's get right back. Zach LaVine, 15 plus or 20 plus. Chet, 10 plus or 15 plus points. My lean for today for this game is Shai, also 25 plus points because Shai is just on fire from last season and this season. I think he's going for another MVP run. And the Thunder money line. I just like the Thunder's team in general, and I don't think Chicago has enough to match that. I think they could keep it competitive, but I think the Thunder, in the long run, will just take the W. Next game is Magic versus Grizzlies, which I only have a couple plays for all of these games. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it very, very minimalistic today. I'm trying to really clear this shit. I'm really trying to fucking 100% this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get an A on this test. You know what I'm saying? So today, we're going to go hard, but we're going to do this very, very strategic-wise. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with a bunch of lines that I've taken before that have cleared, and also the reason why I'm taking them is because they have them not juiced yet. They will juice these lines eventually this year. This is just the first week, so they're still trying to gauge where they should do things or who they should really be looking out for. But certain players that I've been looking for before the season started, I am hammering them. I'm hammering them so hard. Jalen Green and Ja Morant are 2 of those players. You know what I'm saying? That I was like, I see them and I'm hammering them. I'm hammering them whatever line they got. So, Magic versus Grizzlies, Ja Morant 15 plus points or 20 plus points. Ja Morant, obviously the number 1 scorer. Desmond Bane does get some buckets too, but Ja Morant is that guy. Ja Morant is a certified bucket. Certified bucket. Not even a question to ask. And let me get right into the leans of today. My leans would be Banchero 5 plus boards. Magic plus 7. I like that. I think the Magic obviously are a better team than the Grizzlies, and seeing the Grizzlies, how they got just mollywopped yesterday and just blown out the building just kind of like shocked me, especially against the Rockets, who literally gave up 18-point lead at the half to the Hornets. It showed me that Grizzlies, they're going to be, competitive for somewhat, but if Ja Morant is not dropping 30 or 40, they're probably not going to be in it in a lot of these games. So give me Ja Morant 50 plus or 20, Magic plus 7 on the lean, and Banchero 5 plus boards on the lean. And let's get to the last couple games. Rockets versus Spurs. Like I said, only one leg that I'm going with is Jalen Green, 15 plus or 20 plus points. My lean is Rockets money line just because, like I said, I'm all on the Rockets this year. I think that they're the sleeper team. Spurs can shock and get an upset. So my other lean, I would say, is take the Spurs spread. Maybe plus 10 if you can get that. I don't know if they have that. But the Spurs did look pretty good against the Mavs, so I don't want to completely, X them out and be like they can't compete with the Rockets. But I do see the Rockets winning this. And then next we'll go to the Mavs and Suns. Luka 20 plus points or 25 plus. He kills the Suns. Kyrie 15 plus or 20 plus. Kyrie is due for a good bounce back in game number 2, especially seeing Durant on the floor. I know when Kyrie sees old teammates and stuff like that, it makes him want to perform more. So I'm definitely going to take Kyrie 15 plus or 20 plus today. And then Durant 15 plus or 20 plus. Durant is starting off this season on fire. I didn't put this on the slip, but now I will put it on the slip definitely. But I just seen this. before making the video. So I was like, you know what, let me throw this on there because I love how Durant's playing right now. Durant is one of the all-time best scorers, if not the best scorer of all time in my eyes. And Durant, I'm taking him all day to get 15 or 20. And my lean is Mavs +3 or Mavs money line. The Suns gave up that game to the Lakers last night. JJ Redick is looking like a hell of a coach, bro. A hell of a coach. But Mavs, Jason Kidd, I believe they pulled this one out. I don't believe the Suns have enough depth in their roster to be able to compete with the Mavs' depth. You know, now adding Klay Thompson and him actually hitting shots, Mavs might go back to the NBA Finals. I honestly haven't seen the Lakers play. I mean, it's just the first 2 games. But I like the Lakers if they pick one more piece up to actually compete in that conference championship. That's just how I feel. But I'm a LeBron James fan. Some may say a Bron sexual. Hey, that boy won me money on night 1. $500 to be exact off of 60, bro. You can't tell me that. I'm not. I'm a Bron sexual now. Fuck it. I'll take it. All right, Kings versus Lakers. I got Sabonis 10+ points or 15+ points. You can also take his 11 boards. He kills Anthony Davis for whatever reason. Triple-double last 2 times they played him. So you can low-key take his triple-double just as a lotto play today. Or his double-double should definitely hit. So that's a lean. But my main play is the 10+ or 15+ points for Sabonis, just because I love how Sabonis plays against this Lakers team. And I think it's a bounce-back spot for the Kings. I think the Lakers do keep this competitive in my lean. But the Kings do have a lot of firepower on that team. They do have a lot, and it just takes 1 or 2 games, just like the Knicks show. I feel like they'll kick it into gear, and DeMar DeRozan will probably play a really good game today. Sabonis is going to play his best game of the season for whatever reason against the Lakers. And De'Aaron Fox is always good money. But my biggest play today is Sabonis 10+ or 15+ points. I'm taking only 10. It's really juiced right now, minus 1,200. When I got it, it was minus a 900, and then they juiced it to minus 1,000. So like my odds got shifted like right when I clicked the bet button, which sucks because I was like, damn, now it's kind of not worth it. And if he doesn't get 10 points, I just lost off of a minus 1,000 leg. That sucks. But I don't think he's not going to get 10 points, especially if you go look at the stat line against the Lakers. There's not one game he didn't hit this line of 10+ points or even 15+ points. So I got Sabonis all day, and that's my picks for today. Sabonis double-double is a lead. DeMar DeRozan 15+ or 20+ would be a lead for me. And the Lakers set plus 7.5. Those are my picks for today. That's my leans and my major picks. If you do take any of these picks, comment down below. Tell me which ones you do like more than anything. Tell me your picks for today. What do you got? What are you locking in? We have been pretty successful in a sense that we have always been positive. We haven't had a real bad negative day so far. We've been kind of like over 70 to 80% hit rate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy about that. I'm happy to anyone in the comment section that's making money off of these picks. Like I said in the last video, don't take all of these in one. Well, do take all of them in one big slip, but don't make that your main slip. That's a lotto play. All of these can hit. Trust me, I've seen it happen. It's happened already this year for me. I've had both of my slates hit full 12 legs with a bunch of props and money line plays. But you can't rely on that. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on everything's going to hit today. Everything's going to hit. But what I can say is that this is based off of really solid data, and this is beginning of the season. We still don't have any season data from this year, but we're starting to build it. So I like my slip today. I think this one's a heater. I think this is a lot of good games today and a lot of good matchups. So that's my take on today's games. We'll probably have an MLB video out by 4 o'clock because I woke up a little late. I was out to 6 a.m. last night working my second job. So appreciate anybody that's came through. And if you watched all the way 24 minutes of me yapping, comment yapper in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, share this video with a friend if they want to make some money betting. And those are my NBA picks, leans, and all that today. So good luck, everybody, on your bets. And I hope you guys green light all day. And until next time, which will be tomorrow, man, peace. One more video today, MLB World Series Game 2. The Yankees, we're coming for your ass. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.